to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are finally back. I know it's been a while since we've posted a video, and I apologize for that. That's partly my fault. I took a couple weeks off for family and stuff with the holidays, and then of course, you know, I got sick and was trying to fight off the flu for 2 weeks. So I'm feeling better now. We're finally getting back to work on some cars. First big announcement for you guys for 2024 is that both the Fast and Furious Eclipse and Integra are going to be at the Detroit Autorama this year. And another big announcement with that is that Noel G is actually going to be there. He's the guy who played Hector, if you don't know. He's going to be doing autographs, and these cars are actually going to be on display next to the stage where he's going to be doing those autographs. So you guys can come out, check out the cars, and get a signature from one of the actors from the first movie. I think that's going to be pretty sweet. So my main focus starting off 2024 is going to be prepping these cars for that show. So we got some more movie accurate parts we're going to be diving into for the Integra today, as well as getting this thing prepped to go to paint. I know we're doing a restoration on the Eclipse right now. We're kind of in the middle of that. So what we're going to do to try and make this thing look as good as possible for the show is get the new front and rear bumper painted, as well as repair the roof and get that painted. That way this car is looking good on the showroom floor. And then later on we'll come back and replace that passenger side fender and do the side skirts. You know, so that way we can finish everything off with the new decal kit and stuff like that. So that's going to be kind of what we're doing in the next couple weeks, getting these cars ready to go. Because we got about a month or so until that show. If you don't know, the Autorama is March 1st to the 3rd. So without further ado, guys, let's jump in here and get back to work on installing some more movie accurate parts for the Integra. So as you can see, the valve cover is off the car, and that's because I actually dropped it off at our boys over at Quality Powder Coating. That way we can get it redone in the wrinkle red and just make this engine bay look a little more sharp and a little more appealing when we pop the hood at the show. And so that's the first thing that's getting taken care of. What we're going to be working on today is installing the AEM power pulley kit. It replaces the power steering pulley as well as the alternator pulley. And I actually needed a new alternator for this car anyways. So we're kind of killing two birds with one stone here. That way we can get this thing running and also install some more movie accurate parts, of course. So I already went ahead and got the alternator pulley swapped out. We just got to get this installed inside the car. And right now we're going to be working on pulling out the power steering pump. That way we can get that pulley swapped over. So I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse. We'll get that out and swapped out, and then we'll reinstall. Things for me, guys. This little pulley here looks so cool. I know it's probably like the smallest little detail that not too many people are going to actually notice, but those little bits of red with the AEM shining through just really ties everything together. You know, we got the fuel rail with the fuel regulator, and we even got the fuel filter over there. And eventually we're going to have that AEM cold air intake as well. So I really think all the little little red accents in here are really just gonna make this engine bay stand out and pop a little bit more. This one, unfortunately, is really tucked down in there, so you're not really gonna be able to see that one, which kind of sucks, but that's gonna be the next thing we're gonna be working on, is diving down into there to get that alternator swapped out. So I just want to hop on here real quick, give you guys an update as we finally just got the alternator out. I did have to disconnect the fuel rail here so that way I can move it out of the way just a little bit to gain a little more access out of here, because this is just such a tight space and there's really no other way to get it out of there. So you have the 1 bolt down here on this bracket for the bottom, and then 1 bolt up top, and then just you do have to remove the bracket as well that the alternator bolts to, because without it, there's no possible way it's coming out of that opening. So just a quick little update for you in case you're doing this and need some assistance, because that was just a pain in the butt to try and get out of there. So now that we got it out, the new one should go in there way easier, and then we'll be good to go. Alright guys, we got everything bolted back up for the alternator, and might I just say, if you have the opportunity to have somebody help you with this, please do so, because this thing was such a pain in the butt. There's like very little room in there. My hands are all cut up from the brackets and stuff, cut the back side of my hands as I was trying to bolt up, especially that lower bolt, trying to get that to go back through. Just a pain in the butt. So if you have somebody who can help you, definitely recommend that. But as of right now, that's pretty much it for the Integra. I'm gonna wait to put the strut bar back on because I'm gonna paint the bolts because they are rusty and I want everything to look good in here for the show. We are currently still waiting for the valve cover to come back from powder coating. But to give you guys a little sneak peek of the Eclipse, as I did drop it off at paint, I got everything pretty much repainted. Let me give you some of that before we close out today. Huge shout out to Brian over at Transtar Auto Body Technologies. He absolutely kills it with my paint jobs, guys. He fully repainted the Integra, and now is planning to fully repaint this for me, but painted the bumpers and stuff in the meantime. That way we can get this thing ready to go to the Autorama. So huge shout out to Brian, guys, as well as Clint over at Racer's Edge Detailing, guys. If you need any replacement stickers or even need the full kit, he's got a nice set that he's selling for a pretty good price, so be sure to check him out as well. That basically is going to be it for today's video, guys. We made some great progress on the Integra, as well as a sneak peek for you guys on the Eclipse, and I feel like this is a good point to close out as we're waiting for that valve cover to really wrap things up with the Integra. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you like today's video, please remember to like and subscribe. It really will help me out and help make this channel bigger and better every day. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.